Okay guys, so I store all of my makeup in my bathroom, and just a little disclaimer, I know I've heard a lot of gurus and just other people say you are not supposed to keep your makeup in your bathroom because it can lead to moisture buildup in your makeup and stuff, but personally for me it is just easiest to store it in my bathroom because I get ready every day in the bathroom, so I think why not store it anywhere but in my bathroom. So I know it's probably not the best for my makeup, but this is just where I keep it. So I keep my makeup in our little linen closet, and oh, I guess someone was going for a swim in my bathtub because there is goggles in my bathroom. Just kidding. So I store all of my makeup in my linen closet. So first I have this little section, which I have my brushes, all of my eyeliners, and then all of my mascaras, and just two little mirrors and a little kabuki brush, which is stuck in the back. So that is where I keep those three things. And then here is the good stuff. Here is the mother load. So this is where I keep all of my makeup. I have my brush roll from Coastal Scents, my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, and my Urban Decay Naked Palette. And then there's all of my makeup. I got this organizer from Target. So, and then I keep my two Coastal Scents palettes back here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring all of my makeup out for you, including my brushes and that big container, so you guys can see it and I can kind of go through it more thoroughly. So I'm going to go ahead and take out all of that makeup and bring it into my room. Okay guys, so here is my whole makeup collection laid out on the floor for you guys. So I don't have an abundant, insane, crazy amount of makeup. I know some gurus have so much makeup, and I honestly don't know how you can collect that much makeup. I mean, I still think my makeup collection is pretty big. I honestly do think I have a lot of makeup, but I think it's crazy to me how some gurus can fill up like a whole desk with makeup. So I think I have a pretty abundant amount. To some people this is probably super small and not a lot of makeup, but I'm going to go ahead and start going through all of my makeup. So first I'll show you guys my palettes. I have four main palettes. My first one I have is my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, which I reach for a lot. And then I also have the Urban Decay Naked Palette, which is my god. I love the Urban Decay Naked Palette, and it is so amazing, and I'm probably going to invest in the Naked 2 at some point. And then I have two Coastal Scents palettes. I have the Coastal Scents 88 Color Eyeshadow Palette, and then I also have the Coastal Scents 88 Ultra Shimmer Eye Palette. So these were basically the first two palettes I got, and they were just so amazing when I first got them, and they really started my love for makeup and all of that jazz. And I first saw about these on Fafinette X3's channel, so she kind of started my love for makeup, and that is why I got these palettes, because she had them and I was like, if she has them, I want them. So these are my four palettes that I have. And then I have this Coastal Scents brush roll, which some of the brushes are not in here because they're kind of all over the place, but this comes with 22 brushes, and I think it was like $20 or something. So yeah, 22 piece brush set, and I got this for Christmas this year, and they're probably not the best quality brushes, but they work well for me, so that is why I went ahead and got that, because I wanted to expand my brushes and such. So I guess first I will go through this big container. So I got this at Target, and I believe it was in like the home organization section. So in this first long drawer I have all of my face things. So as you can see, I have a lot of Bare Minerals. I love Bare Minerals as a foundation and just as an under eye concealer. So in here I keep all of my Bare Minerals. I keep my Urban Decay De-Slick Powder, which you guys know I'm obsessed with, and I use it every single day. And then down here I have some kind of like foundation-y stuff. I have the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream, some concealers, the Nature Luxe Foundation by CoverGirl, my Urban Decay Primer Potion, some Clinique products. I have the Clinique Acne Solutions Foundation and the Clinique Perfectly Real Foundation, a little sample of something from Sephora, Pore Perfect something, and then just a concealer by Clinique as well. So those are all of my little face products. And then I also have my MAC Mocha blush, which is my favorite blush, and I don't really have a lot of blushes. I only have 3, but that is because I'm just so obsessed with my MAC Mocha blush. And then I also have my NYX cream blush in the color Natural. And then I have this little blush from Maybelline, which I got probably a zillion years ago, and I just keep it in here. It's kind of the same color, similar to my MAC Mocha blush. And then I also have in this compartment the Benefit It's a 10 bronzer and highlighting duo. So that is everything I have in terms of face products. And then I guess we'll move over to my favorite drawer, which is the lip products. So I'm obsessed with lip products. I think every girl is, and this is my most filled drawer. So I have everything from high end to low end. I have my Rosebud Salve, which I love using before applying lip products. And then I don't really have any lipsticks. I'm more of a lip gloss girl. So I have everything, as you can see, from Stila to Revlon, let's see, to Victoria's Secret. I don't know, I just have so many lip products from NYX. Yeah. I'm not really going to go through all of them, but as you guys can see, I do have an abundant amount of lip products, and I just love lip products, and they're probably my favorite products of all. So that is my favorite drawer. And there, you can see them all. And then in these 3 littler, smaller compartments, I keep eyeshadows and just single eyeshadows and some little quads and trios and things. So in here, I just keep single eyeshadows. I have an Urban Decay one, Ulta, just a bunch of little single eyeshadows. And then I have these little pigments from Coastal Scents that are fun for, you know, fun makeup tutorials because they're pretty bright. And then back here, this is kind of a random little section. I have my NYX eyeshadow base just because it fits nice and snug in there. Some gold glitter from I don't even know where. And then my eye pencil sharpener. And then in here, I just keep some duos and trios and quads. First, I have this Love and Beauty little quad, which has really pretty colors actually, and the Love and Beauty is from Forever 21. And then I have one of my favorite trios, which sounds like every other guru, but it is the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands Trio, and I love this trio. It is great for an everyday eye. And then I have the Maybelline Eye Studio Quad in Green with Envy, which has really fun, pretty colors, and I did a makeup tutorial with this a long time ago. And then I just have some false eyelashes, this Claire's body glitter, don't really know much about it, but I just keep it in there, this little L'Oreal Hip Duo, and some eyelash glue. So that is everything I keep in this big organizer from Target. So now I'm going to move on to these 3 cups that I have other types of makeup in. I do want to get an organizer for them, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and they do actually kind of fit nicely in the cups. So the first cup I have has brushes in it, and these are not all of my brushes, but these are just kind of my everyday brushes. Like I use this every day, my blush brush every day, this eyeshadow brush, this concealer brush, this crease brush. So these are just kind of brushes that I use on the regular. So I just like to keep them all in here, but like these are ones that I'll definitely use every day. So then in this little container, I keep all of my eyeliners, and I also keep my eyelash curler because it doesn't fit in the one with my mascaras. And why is this little eyebrow gel trying to sneak with the eyeliner? So I just have a ton of eyeliners. I have MAC eyeliners, liquid eyeliners, pencil eyeliners, a Lorac eyeliner, Almay. I just have a ton of different eyeliners. My favorite, Maybelline Line Stiletto. And I just have a ton of eyeliners, you know, pencil, liquid, all that jazz. So that's where I keep all of my eyeliners. So then in my last little cup, I have all of my mascaras, which is probably one of my favorite cups. So I just have a ton of mascaras. I have CoverGirl, Voluminous Million Lashes, the Falsies, Love and Beauty, Buxom Lashes. I just have a ton of mascaras, and a lot of them are sample sized, but I do love this little container because I love mascaras. Okay guys, so that about sums up my makeup collection. As you guys can see, I don't have an insanely huge, overbearing amount of makeup, but I think I have a lot of makeup personally. So I just wanted to show you guys this video to show you guys that you can have a full makeup collection without it being too much. So I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my makeup collection, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit.